Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. Just wanted to do my January closeout with all of you. Today was kind of a rough day, and I had to call in sick because I got a stomach bug. So from midnight till noon, I had a set date with the porcelain throne in my bathroom. So luckily, I'm feeling better right now. I have been sleeping a lot, but I have a little bit of energy, so I wanted to go ahead and film this. As always, I go ahead and fill out our monthly budget, and then I go through the closeout section in the Budget Mom workbook, which helps me really see, and then I'll go over and show you all my trackers for the end of the month. So let's get started. My income came in for $4,533. My husband's income totaled $3,712. My dad did give us the $500. And that gets us a total of $3,712 plus 500. So that gives us a total of $8,745, which is $895 more than we had projected. Rent came in for $24.37. Our subscriptions were actually $77. Excel came in for $260. And I do round these numbers up just to keep even numbers on this sheet. So I round our income down and then I round our bills up. Apple phone did get 57. Our T-Mobile got 100. This was the last month that we paid $159 for Xfinity. Allstate was actually $166. Last month, we're going to be paying $154 for Nationwide. PostNet was $10. We didn't have any unbudgeted, and then we did pay our Firestone for $587. When we add these values together, let's see. We get $4,007 that were spent in our fixed expenses. Moving on to our variable expenses, food actually got $600 last month. Gas got $250. Pets got $100. Hubby and me also got $100. We put $75 for eating out and $50 to miscellaneous. When we add those values together, boys, quiet, that equals $1,275. Hey, it's not time for you to play like that, okay? Thank you. Moving down to our debt, in credit card payments, we actually made $494 towards credit cards. Our Upstart loans is a set $1,652. Advantage is also a set $181. Our Snowball, which is the Barclay, ended up getting an extra $319. It was actually closer to about $400 and something, but I did pull that from the overage from December. So it was not from the money that we had made this last month. And then my husband's Barclay did get the $51. So when we add those values together, that gets us a total of, hold on, let me do that one more time. $2,697. I'm just checking to make sure that's in frame, and it is. Our 52-week challenges actually both got $133 each. And our sinking funds were filled every week. So that was $500 as well. Let's add those together. And that gets us a total of $766 that went towards savings. Now let's figure out how the month went overall. So we had an income total of $8,745. And then we add these numbers next to the pink to figure out what our total expenses were. So we've got the $766 plus the $2697 plus the $1275 and then the $4,007. And that gets us the same number. So it's $8,745, which means that overall we ended up with a zero balance, which is always good to see. Now let's go ahead and jump into the closeout, which is my favorite section. I used my ruler to kind of hold my place there. On this payment plan, I was able to figure that we paid $2,901.64 towards our debt this month. Now, it did come out to $2,429.88, which means that $471.76 went out the door to interest payments. From this original $69,000 that we needed to pay off, we are currently at $57,010.89, which is awesome. Now, this month we were able to pay off 1.74% of our total debt, and our overall progress in the 11 months that we've been budgeting has been 8.19%. Moving on to the next page, which is our net worth tracker. This one actually really surprised me, and I'll be honest with you all, I think it's a culmination of us paying down some of our debt, plus also having our retirement accounts go up. I think one of mine had gone up $4,000 and the other one had gone up $2,000. So those have definitely been what has added to this. Last month, our net worth was negative $1,758.95. And I'm happy to report that this month, or for January, our net worth was $8,907.20. This is the first time that our net worth is in the positive. So it's a really big deal to me. The change in amount from last month to this month was $10,666.15, which means that our net worth changed by a percentage of 16.5%. So that was actually really exciting. Moving on to our monthly budget category breakdown. On this one, I'm able to see where we went over, where we underestimated, and things like that. So right off the bat, I see that Excel, which is our natural gas and electric company, that was $9.63 over budget. It took an even higher increase in the month of February. So that is pretty expected. Our subscriptions, which were $11, I did not, I'm not sure where that difference came from. I have a feeling that I had forgotten to add one of our, probably the Cricket, which is about $11. Allstate, I was off by 97 cents, but that's not too bad. Food, we were able to put an extra $100, which is why we have an overage of $100. And then our Snowball had an overage of $437, which is always good. And then I do track our interest rates. So we did pay $471.76 towards interest, which means it was 5.33% of our total monthly inflow. Luckily, that has been going down, which has made me a little happier, but it still kind of upsets me when we put money towards that. Now on here, I go through our monthly debt and savings breakdown. The important things to note on here is that we kept our debt to about a payment of 30%, and then we paid 10% towards our savings. I usually like to keep this closer to 20, so do a 20-10, but we were able to put a lot more money towards our snowball, which is always a good thing. As far as our debt categories go, the 2 Upstart loans take the biggest amount, but I'm happy to report that we were able to pay 22.8% of our monthly inflow to our snowball, which is that Barclay, which has our Dell Principal, which is our #1 snowball. Moving over to our savings, our 2 52-week challenges both got $132.50, and then our sinking fund took about 65.4% of that at $500. Last but certainly not least is our comparison from last month to this month. Here's where I see where things have fluctuated throughout the time. So right off the bat, I can see that Excel last month, or in December, was $178.15. This month it came in for $259.63, and it is because our natural gas has gone up. That's a change of $81.48. For our credit cards, we ended up having that $593 overage, which is basically the snowball. Nationwide, I paid 28 cents more in January. I'm not sure why, but that isn't very significant to me. In food, we were able to put $300 more. We had a rough time filling our food in December. So this month we did add another week just to help us out in February. As opposed to last month, we did have to start saving for pets again, so we put $100 in there. And then in the month of December, my husband and I had taken a 50% decrease in our personal funds. So this month that we actually filled the 100 each, we did get $50 more. Our sinking funds compared to December got $180 more. We were able to fill every week. Excuse me, guys. So I was able to, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to close them out. Sorry about that. So our sinking funds in the month of December, we weren't able to fill $100 every week, which, and then January, we had a 5-week January. So that kind of accounts for that $180 change. Our savings ended up getting $278 more. And then in interest, we ended up paying $274.79 more. One thing I had shared in December is that I think that the interest payments had not been added to some of my credit card accounts because of the holidays. So it was very strange to me for it to be $196. So this seems more like it. Although when we started budgeting, it was closer to $800 a month that we were paying towards interest. So that has steadily been coming down. Now, the way I kind of look at this on paper is I kind of want to show you all my overall. So here's my overall debt balance. And here I basically started at $69,000. So when we came into the 2023 year, we were at $59,259.93. So it is in green because that was the December color. This month, which I put in teal because I'm kind of following the colors in my planner, which are the Erin Condren monthly colors. And January is teal. That's why I use the teal. And That's currently, now we're currently at 57,010 with 89 cents. And hopefully this year we will continue to kind of go downward instead of going up and then back down. But that's a really good way for me to kind of see where we're going. Now to go over our debt trackers, here's the big mama. So here's where I track our Upstart loans. As you know, I have 2 loans through Upstart. One of them is for $940, which we are about 8 months away from finishing the payout on that. And then we took out a consolidation loan, which is $711. I wrote the $940 and the bigger ones. So that is filling up quite nicely. It's nice to see more color on here. And hopefully we'll be able to continue seeing progress on this one. Moving on to the Capital One credit card, we did a balance transfer from the Capital One to my husband's Barclay. Now this has been, that card has been getting the original minimum that we were paying on the Capital One, which was $80. And so without even trying, we have gotten to a point where we're almost at 50%. So we're 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. We're at about 44% paid on this credit card, and it's been paid passively. Now getting on to our debt snowball. As you know, this is my Barclay right now, which holds the Dell principal, and it runs out of its 0% in April of 2023, which is why I have tried to target this as much as I can. I am happy to report that we are at 74% paid on this debt. We were able to color a big chunk this month. I think moving forward, what I'm going to do is use different colors for each time I fill in some squares, just so I know exactly how much we grow or pay towards that debt in 1 month instead of it kind of being overall. I think it looks nicer this way, but I need something more practical to see. Anyways, this debt is currently at 74%. I'm hoping that we can get to that finish line before the zero interest runs out on that credit card. And friends, we have come to an end. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watch my content. I hope that each and every one of you is having an amazing day. We ended up having an okay January, and I'm crossing my fingers that we're going to be okay this month in February. As you've noticed that some of our weeks seem really tight right now. So I'm just crossing my fingers that everything's going to work out. I will be back on Wednesday with our spending update, and on Thursday we'll have the update for our paycheck. Take care, my friends, and have an awesome week. Bye.